watching the East Baton Rouge Parish Library Roadshow. Everything you need to know about your local library system. And joining me now is my colleague, Patricia Husband. She serves as the Assistant Director in charge of branch services. And I've asked her here because we want to talk about libraries. First of all, what's so unique about how we've built our library system?
Well, thanks for having me, and I appreciate the chance to talk about this. The first thing is that since 1986, we've had our own dedicated tax, and we have planned systematically to build libraries throughout the East Baton Rouge Parish. We started with our regional branches because those areas didn't have any service. And those branches are the Bluebonnet branch, the Jones Creek, and the Greenwell Springs branch. Mm-hmm. So we started saving and budgeting. We built those first. And then over the past 20 years, we've replaced every community branch library in the system with the exception of River Center, which is our downtown branch. Our last
and the main
building,
library.
And the main library, exactly. But we'll get to that in a moment. Mm-hmm. But the Eden Park Library was opened in 2007, so that was our last community branch reconstruction.
Now you mentioned we've been saving.
Okay, that's really unique about us. Mm-hmm. We have a pay-as-you-go system.
So what is that? People don't know.
Well, when I talk to people across the country and I say, our libraries are all paid for when we open them, they're just amazed because that's really unique for us. We save our money, we budget, so that when we go out to bid, we know the money is in the bank, ready to be used for construction. And we also budget for staffing, for furniture and fixtures, and everything that needs to be in there, including technology. So when we open the doors, the building is paid for.
So when we cut that ribbon, there's no bonds, there's no indebtedness, there's no nothing left to pay.
That's right. That's exactly right.
That is pretty unique.
And our staffing, we budget for staffing for now and for as long as we plan to have the library open, which is, we hope, many decades to come.
That's right. We have to kind of project out what it's going to cost and inflation and all that.
Exactly.
Because there's no point in having a building if you can't operate it.
That's exactly right. And our staff is not only staff that stays in the building, that staff goes out to the community. So while the building is centrally located in an area in the community, the staff extend that library service by going out to schools, daycares, different events, outreach events in the community. So we'll get a call from an association and they say, we're having a festival or we're having a program here. Would you send some representatives out? And it's always good to have someone who has a face at that local library. So when somebody comes into the library, they say, I remember you. Mm-hmm. So that's another unique thing. The other thing is that each of our systems, each of our buildings is designed with the needs of the community in mind.
So they're not all the same design smacked down onto a site.
No, and part of that is the architect needs to understand what the needs of that community are. So when we go to the Architectural Selection Committee, and that's comprised of DPW employees, of city parish citizens, and of course the library does get one vote. Mm-hmm. Those architects have to present information and indicate that they understand what the needs of the community are and how they're going to design that library to fit those service needs.
Right, we're not just doing a franchise where they all look the same and they all do exactly the same thing. There's a little bit of variation, though the service is consistent from branch to branch. So that's one thing that people struggle with. Because again, unlike other places, we have a system that's based in our parish. In other states, there may be a county library and a city library and a village library. So a lot of variation there. Now, where can people find out about our current construction projects?
All of our construction information is on www.ebrpl.com, and there's a link to capital improvements. Mm-hmm. So you can actually click on the link for the main library, but you can also click on the link for all of our other existing construction and proposed construction as well. So all the plans are out there.
And the pictures.
The building program, everything.
Okay. Well, you can plainly see that we geek libraries, whether we're talking about a brand new facility like the fabulous new main library under construction, or an old friend like Jones Creek or Bluebonnet. And if you want to find out more, get started on researching where your community library lies in our plan, just visit that info guide or the capital construction page at ebrpl.com. And now coming up after the break, author-illustrator Mike Artell.